Josh James here in attendance and John Pisana here in a tie. You stand up again and show us. Look how good he looks. Nice work. My name is Brock Blake. I'm the CEO of Funding Universe and the primary mentor for a pretty awesome company called KarmaKey. And KarmaKey, the reason why I'm pretty excited about it is a couple of reasons. One, it's a huge space. The geo, we've all heard about Foursquare and Gowalla and how hot that is, but they're solving two major big pain points. One, from a consumer side, when you attend a restaurant, you've got those loyalty cards that we all hate, but we carry around in our wallet to keep track of, how many times I've been to Costa Vida or Cafe Rio. So it replaces that, but probably more importantly, for the restaurant, it tracks data that allows you to know how often your consumers are coming into your restaurant, or more information about those consumers. And I love what they're doing. They've got a great team, so I'm going to introduce Matt Bales and the rest of the team of KarmaKey.
Well, welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Matt Bales. I'm the CEO of KarmaKey. I have these other guys with me. We'll be introducing them in just a minute. So what is KarmaKey? Let's get diving right in. So KarmaKey brings loyalty to the mobile phone. It's that simple. We replace all of the cards that are in your wallet that you just absolutely despise to carry around, and restaurants despise to give out. So we replace those loyalty cards with a single mobile solution. So let's talk about that for a little bit. Airlines and hotels have loyalty programs. Why? So that they can gather customer data. Well, why? So they can market effectively. Well, restaurants have loyalty programs, but they lack the customer data gathering that others are getting. So how do we do this? How do we actually overcome this? Because they're lacking things such as favorites, they're lacking things such as frequency, they're lacking average amount spent, a whole host of information about that individual customer that's just basically passing by that restaurant. So what happens with KarmaKey is when a restaurant signs up with KarmaKey, we're able to unlock that data for the restaurant so that they can see, gather the customer data, and then effectively market to that customer. So, quick example is, you just simply have a receipt. Once a restaurant signs up with KarmaKey, they have a receipt, they have a code that's at the bottom of the receipt, then that user enters that code, and they simply get credit for that purchase. So let's talk about how we redeem, because it's just as easy. So you can use the loyalty card on the fly. So that means you're in the restaurant, you want to be able to redeem some points, you simply hit redeem, a code is generated, you show that code to the cashier that's behind the counter, the cashier enters that into the point of sale system, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and you get your free stuff. It's as simple as that. No cards, no swipes, no punches, no hassles. Nothing. So, this is a pretty big market. How big of a market is this? Well, it's $12 billion a year. That's based on 4%. That's the average spend for a loyalty program per restaurant location. So how do we do this? Because we talked about the point of sale system a little bit earlier. We penetrate the market with two point of sale systems. We've integrated with Micros, which is the leader of the point of sale systems for the restaurant industry. It covers 35%. By the end of the year, we'll have Radiant, which covers another 16%. That equals 51% of the market. That unlocks 482,000 locations. So the way we do this is, since there's only one KarmaKey and there's 482,000 restaurants out there that we can touch, we need to be able to speak with them quickly and efficiently and penetrate this market. So the way we do that is through the point of sale system. These point of sale systems, like Micros and Radiant, they have manufacturers, but we don't buy our cars, just like we don't buy our cars from the manufacturers like Audi or Ford. These restaurants don't buy their point of sale systems, mainly, directly from Radiant or Micros. They go through regional point of sale distributors, like dealerships. So the best way that we have to do this is actually to market to those point of sale dealerships. So we've been in talks and negotiations, signed contracts with point of sale dealerships. They love us. Why do they love us? Because we provide recurring revenue to them. They already have a warm relationship with all of the restaurants that they're around, and they just simply plug us in to all the restaurants. We reward them handsomely, they reward us with restaurants, everybody wins. The way we do this is that the VAR actually will put a code onto the point of sale system, which allows us to communicate directly with the restaurant. So the way our business model works is that it's a variable cost. We got this based off of all of the interviews that we did with restaurants. Restaurants hate fixed costs. So we just simply said, okay, fine. We'll do it at 1/4% of the restaurant revenue, which equates to basically $150 per month per location. So pretty much we're creating a perpetuity for every location that we go to. So Brock actually mentioned the GeoLoco arena. The GeoLoco arena is white hot. There's a ton of noise in this. So we have things like Facebook, Foursquare, Gowalla, Shopkick, a host of others, and they all allow you to check into a location. That's really nice. Restaurant owners really like that. The only problem is they're not providing anything else about you. I could be driving by and try to check in. So what we do is we actually, since we're integrating, like I said before, with the point of sale system, we now know that not only did you check in, but you checked out. We know that you checked out and you bought a burrito, or you bought a grande latte, or whatever you bought, so that that restaurant gets to know you a little bit more every single time you do that. So, let's talk about what we've experienced. Just in the past month alone, when we just literally rested our shovels on the landscape of restaurant loyalty, we hit a nerve. Not only did we hit a nerve, we hit a gold mine. So restaurants love us. We love restaurants. Just went out. Okay, so restaurants love us. We love restaurants. So when we just went around and talked to restaurants, we signed up at least 25 of them. They're already paying us. So all these restaurants now want to learn more about their customers, and we get to learn more about the restaurants. So let's talk about my homies. So we've got myself, we've got some really cool people, cooler than myself, such as Jared McCory. He has a marketing degree in integrated loyalty. He's also dealt in the mobile realm when he worked at Motorola. There's Mark Sorensen, he's our CMO, direct sales guy. He's amazing. When I go and I see him with restaurants, it blows me away. And then there's Scott. Now Scott's a tech juggernaut. When Scott comes along, there's this whole invisible team that's behind Scott. And so he's our CTO. And now we also have our advisors. And we have our advisors, which are David Bradford and Anton Komisaris. David Bradford is the man that's responsible for raising $100 million for Fusion.io, as well as bringing Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, to the team. And then there's also Anton Komisaris. Anton is the guy that's responsible for assisting Aaron Patzer with Mint.com in raising the money, building that up, and selling it to Intuit. He loves us. We love him. So, how do we make money? Well, we make a lot of money, but we make $3.5 million next year. We make over $15 million the year after that, and it just goes crazy from there. So the deal is we're asking for $350K for a 20% equity in this gold mine. We appreciate all of your participation. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Please kick the tires on this business model. We have been doing it for the past 4 months, and we feel like we've really honed it down. Thank you.